We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank
you. Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy. Hey, all you tuggers and tuggettes. I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And we're These Unprecedented Gays.
That's right, that's who we are,
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? So you were just telling us about how your thing went at work.
Oh my God. So I'm going to use very vague language.
Because if we told you guys, we'd have to come out and kill everyone.
Yeah. And I don't know where you all live. But we need, actually, no. If you're from Antarctica, please tell me, because then we can finally go and get somebody from Antarctica.
There you go.
As a listener. So if this is your first episode in Antarctica, holler. We're going to come kill you. No, so as always, work is crazy. But so we had visitors from
from another planet?
No. Well, they kind of were out of this world.
Okay.
But they're, in the industry that is regulated, there are certain people that come and just check in on you. So we had them for
regulators. Yeah. Mount up.
Okay.
I was every time I hear regulate or regulators, I think of Warren G.
Who is Warren G?
Warren G. He did Regulate. It's a hip hop song.
Ooh, I do not know that song.
Okay.
I had a boss named Warren.
Oh.
And I remember I was I always thought it was the name Warren always makes you think of warden, which makes you think of jail, and it always makes me think of the movie Holes.
Is that a porn?
No.
No, I don't know what it is.
Stanley Yelnats.
With
Shia LaBeouf. LaBeouf. So anyway, no, we had visitors at work.
Okay.
And
good way of bringing it back around to what you were talking about.
Thanks. I had
before the producer.
What did I eat? What did you guys give me? Peach
crumble bar.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna be on a new level because it's all sugar. It
all
was really
sugared up.
good. Yeah. I mean, that's what. Yeah. So they were visiting for 2 weeks, which is very unprecedented. Right. See, because that's our name.
I knew what you did there.
And so I worked 160 hours over the past 2 weeks, and that's not happening ever again. 10-hour days shouldn't be legal, and 14-hour days should be no.
Oh, so you've never worked in a kitchen then?
No. So that isn't cool. No. So I was very exhausted, but the outcome was decent, and so we're in a good place. But that's basically been my life for the past 2 weeks. And Max is showing signs of not being happy that I'm home, because I don't know if he has separation anxiety or if he's just bored. But so I would get to work at 7 a.m. and I wouldn't get home until 9 or 10. And so Nick would walk him at lunch and then walk him again at dinner. But the other day I was why does my TV stand have when did that happen? I didn't chew my TV stand. And then I was oh, my chair? Wait, when did that happen? And then yesterday I went on a bike ride and I get back and I was what is this little circular disc on the floor? And then I was Max, you ate my bike pump.
Oh my goodness.
I was bitch, what are you doing?
Oh.
So, I then proceeded to buy more of the bitter spray stuff that's called Yuck. I sprayed it everywhere. Okay. And I was look, we're done. But I went to the bike store over, I don't know where it was, in Normal Heights, I think. And there was a dog that was a girl version of Max. Because I walked in and I was oh.
She had long hair?
Yeah.
Eyelashes on?
Yeah. Yeah. Weave was fresh, girl. So, but I was oh, is that a Pit Lab mix? And the guy was yeah. I was how old is your dog? And I think it was 6 months or whatever, but she was tiny. Aww. And I was I have one and he is a disaster, but I love him. But he's great.
But I love him.
Yeah. So that's been my stresses.
Well, it's good that you brought those up because, one of the episodes we have coming up this season is a Dog Dads episode. So where me, you, and Andrew Davis are just going to sit around and talk about our dogs. So look forward to that.
It's going to drop sometime in the next time. Yeah. At a time that is next in the future.
But if you have any tips for Joe on how to handle the situation with Max, send us an email or drop us a line at tugayspod@yahoo.com.
Wait, do they drop a line?
They can.
Or drop a DM?
Well, they can slide
or just like walk by my apartment since you all know where I live
and yell
and just say, hey, give your dog some attention.
Is that all that happened this week?
Basically, yeah. Oh, okay. I have no idea what's going on in the world.
Okay.
I have no clue. Other than, oh, wait, no, I forgot what I was going to say.
You weren't supposed to say stuff like that. If you don't know what you're going to say, then you're not allowed to talk about it. Our producer said so.
Yeah, we got yelled at. And we're not even like 3 minutes. What's the clock? We're 5 minutes in and I already did it. Oh, my God. But to be fair,
you're in trouble.
To be fair, like this is just a casual conversation, so like flowing through the mind is gonna happen.
So a lot did happen this week.
Well, no, wait. Tell me about your doing, and then we have to do our mouth resuscitation thing. Yes, mouth to mouth.
So that'll happen. I got my caftan. I'm sitting in my Ross Matthews for Calfco caftan right now, and it's amazing. I feel very liberated.
He is a rainbow majesty, ferocity, gaga, mama, house down boots.
Well, if you listen to season 1, we had Dr. Travis Rourke on our show, and he was walking by because he lives in the neighborhood, and he stopped me. He's like, "Oh my God, you look so comfortable." Because I had my little Golden Girls moment on the patio,
on the lanai.
Yes, on the lanai in front of the house, like with my mimosa, just sitting there. And so he took a picture, and I guess he sent it to you.
He sent it to me, and he was like, "Oh my God," and I was like, "Yeah, those are great, aren't they?" I want one.
And I put it on right before we were getting ready to record it. And he's like, "Are you?" And I was putting on my flip flops, and he's like, "Are you gonna walk Cooper?" And I'm like, "I'm not gonna go out in public doing normal like everyday things in my caftan yet. I haven't given up."
I would. I need to order that immediately.
Yes, they're amazing. They are so comfortable and breathable. It's so airy.
Are you wearing
light.
anything under that?
Just my underwear.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell because you are covered up.
I'm covered up. I know. For the gods. She's very like humble and like.
I know you're so demure.
I know.
You're like a proper girl or something. Like, oh, don't look at my shoulder. I can't show it.
We'll put a picture of it up on Instagram for everyone so they can like order from Calfco.
But also, I think what people need to know is that it is so bright and vibrant.
Yeah,
like I've seen the pictures. Yes, you outstage the vibrancy of the caftan.
Well, and also just so you know, it is autographed by Ross Matthews right on the fabric.
Oh my!
So look at that.
Where's your autograph?
You have to see me at not even at DragCon, like Podcast Con or something like that. I don't know.
We should know that, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should probably do something like that. Yeah, there are cons for podcasting. I didn't know this.
Huh.
But we should probably like get a booth or something.
Yeah, we should find it. Where do we go?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're looking.
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
All right. But we're gonna get into what we're living for. We're gonna do mouth to mouth. We need to get like music for this, like.
But we can't do like real music. We have to have like non. What's it called?
Copyrighted. But I want like. Yeah.
It's very like weird.
I want like breathy music. You know how like when Donna Summer does "Love to Love You, Baby"?
Yeah.
Like I want breathy stuff like
resuscitation. I bet people are probably gonna listen to that in their headphones and be like, "Oh, we'll send a tingle down your spine."
Like if they're riding on the bus, the tube, and they're like,
"The tube? Oh. What is the tube?"
That's what they ride in the in Europe.
The tube?
Yeah, it's called. The
oh my
tube.
God! Did they call it the tube?
Yeah,
the tube.
The tube.
Tube. Is it because it's like
because it's like a tube underneath?
Oh well, all subways are right.
Right. But we call them subways, but they call them tubes.
Why is it called a subway? Like, what is it sub?
It's a way? It's subterranean way of getting around.
Shut up.
I don't know that's true.
I I bought it. Okay, you sold it to me, and I bought it and want another one. I will take 3. That was really good.
I know.
Oh my God. Are you like what is that called? Like a logo maker or something? Like a brand, a merchant?
Like a trademarker.
You're a marketer.
Yes.
But like you really are. Anyway, go ahead.
So these are the things I'm obsessed with this week.
Okay.
First off, looking for restaurants for our trips. I'm really into that.
Okay.
Like whenever I'm planning a trip, I have to look for really great restaurants or something different when we go.
Where are you going soon?
So we're going to Universal.
Okay.
And so I found a place to eat in downtown LA.
What's it called? Tell me.
Called Perch. And it's like on the 15th
Is
story
that the
of the
rooftop
building.
bar where
Yes.
you can get brunch? I never
Yeah.
did it when I was in LA, so you got to tell me how it is.
And so we're gonna go for dinner. So I'm like, ooh, perfect. Like
It's beautiful.
it's
I've seen
sunset
pictures.
and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
And then and we found a place. I found a place for brunch on Wednesday morning before we head back to San Diego. And then we're also going to New York. And I've been looking at like different places. There's one called Chinese Tuxedo that looks really good.
Oh.
It's like a little. It's in Chinatown. It's a little like Chinese dim sum place and stuff. But it's really good. Alex Newell from Glee just had their birthday there.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, this looks interesting. And I looked it up and I was like, the menu is fantastic.
Is it so like dim sum's a little like things that they come out on the cart, right?
Yeah. So if you go to a really authentic dim sum place, they'll just have it on the cart and then they'll keep track of what you order. And then you just get a bill for that. And usually things are like a couple of bucks. So like some things might be $3 if it's a small one.
It's so good.
Some things might be $4 or $5, sometimes $7 if it had lobster or something in it.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's like something I'm obsessed with. The other thing is like I'm really into like TV because there's a lot of really great TV out right now.
Okay, you're gonna tell me.
Like What If on Disney Plus. If you like animated stuff and you also like Marvel, What If is really cool because they do. Oh, bless you, Cooper.
I know, a sneezy boy.
I know. But they do alternate universes. So universes within the multiverse. And they're different stories. So what if Sharon Carter became Captain America? What if T'Challa? Sharon Carter was one of the characters in Captain America.
Oh, okay.
She was like somebody who was
T'Challa
romantically interested in Steve Rogers, who was Captain America.
Okay, and T'Challa is Wakanda guy, right?
Black Panther.
That one.
So what if T'Challa became Star-Lord? From Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, so it's really cool. There's did you watch season 3 of Glow Up yet?
I haven't even seen season
1.
one.
Oh my gosh, do you not like makeup artists?
Wait, which one's Glow Up?
Okay, so it's a British competition where makeup artists have different challenges and they have to do amazing makeup. It is fantastic. And season 3 is out. So right now you have 3 seasons that you can get through. And it's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine came out with their new season, and it's fantastic. And I love what they're doing with the whole NYPD and people not trusting cops. And
really?
Then, yeah, it is fantastic. They're really leaning into this whole defunding the police storyline kind of thing and not shying away from it.
Isn't Brooklyn Nine-Nine a comedy?
Yes.
With Andy
They're
Samberg?
so funny as hell. Yes.
Is Andy Samberg? Okay.
And then I'm also like, I don't know if you watched White Lotus on HBO Max.
No. So it popped up, and I don't know who was talking about it, but I feel like it might have been you, but maybe not, because if this is the first time you're talking about it, then maybe it wasn't you. But I know someone told me about this recently.
Yeah, it's very cringy.
Yeah, it was Matthew. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So it's very cringy in the way that the show is because none of the characters are likable.
Oh, no.
None of them. Except maybe one. There's like one. Like
you know what? That sounds familiar. And there was like an episode or something where they're like in the room and having sex, and then she goes like, "This is the wrong room" or something. That's what he told me. I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's weird. I don't know if I remember that or not.
Okay, maybe.
But it's just the whole every episode through the whole season is like made to make you feel awkward for everything and everyone and all happening.
But does it is that like fun?
It was a good show. I will say it was amazing and it was captivating and we watched it and it was great.
Okay.
It also was like it started off and the person you thought it was happening to was not happening to. Oh. That's all I'm going to say.
What is the like? Give me like a high level premise of what it is without spoiling it.
It is about a bunch of people who go to Hawaii and things happen in their lives. And at the end, they're changed.
Oh.
Sometimes for the better, sometimes not.
Oh.
So there you go. That's as bad as good as it's going to get from me because I don't know how else to describe it.
You watched the whole season?
Besides cringy, yes.
Okay.
Watched the whole season.
Okay.
And then another thing we're into right now is it's okay, here's a good one. It's depressing because white privileged people can basically get away with anything.
Yeah.
And that's
what the show is.
And it's basically all about white privileged people.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Yeah. And then, so right now we're really into documentaries too.
Okay, which one are you watching?
Like,
what should I watch?
We just watched Crime of the Century about
the
opioid crisis. Yeah, he was talking to you about that. And then we just watched the Bob Ross documentary.
Nick told me about that one too.
Oh my God, it was so good.
I would watch that in a heartbeat.
It was it was like not thrilling, but it was enthralling.
Okay.
You know, because it was interesting to see this other side of Bob Ross, but it was also great to see that he was exactly who he says he was. Kind of like when I watched the Mr. Rogers documentary. Like, it's good to see that he was the person he was on TV in real life, and that he wasn't a hack when it came to the art. Like, he actually really was
a painter,
an accomplished painter.
Huh.
So
I think I saw something somewhere where it was all of his collections, like everything that he painted. It's like this one little studio or whatever that houses them all, and they're not able to be sold.
No, because when you watch this, you learn about this company called BRI. Please don't sue me. And because I was like, that was a thing. Like, people would not talk to the documentarists because is that a real word? Can I use that? Okay.
What is
documentarists?
Okay,
yeah.
I'm a bit
documentarian. Okay.
Oh, God bless you.
So I just did what Andy yelled at us for doing.
Wait, what did you do?
I was like talking about something I didn't know anything about.
But you made it. I
made it work.
First, you saw me with the subterranean way, and now you're documentarists.
Yeah,
like you. I don't know. You need to run for president next.
So, this company like basically took away the right to likeness from his family through subterfuge. So now they own the likeness and everything that is Bob Ross. And that's why you're seeing stuff like mugs, t-shirts, chia pets, tote bags, everything.
Really?
Because of this. And
they own his likeness,
his name, everything. Like, the guy can't even start his own company because his last name is Ross, and that would infringe on.
Did Bob Ross sign something away?
No. You gotta watch the documentary. I don't want to give it away. I can't give it away. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. But go out and watch it on Netflix. It's amazing.
You are yeah, man. I don't know. You need to be in sales right now.
So what are you obsessed with?
Nothing as fun as you. But so at work, they've been providing us free food. So I may have been working long hours, but at least they fed us. So I recently discovered this place called Rubicon Deli. I don't know if it's a chain.
They have a couple of, it's not a chain, but it's a local for San Diego, and they have a couple of locations, and I think they're great.
Oh, I was like, oh, great, sandwiches again, right? But I had this, like, it was like turkey and kind of like a Thanksgiving dinner sandwich.
I love those kind of sandwiches.
And it has blue cheese bread, and I was like, what? It was so good. So I'm kind of obsessed with that because they... I need to find one because I don't have any clue where they are. It's down
off the India Street when you go down the hill.
Okay.
Over in Old Town by El Indio. It's right over there.
What's El Indio?
It's the Mexican place.
In like the Old Town Village thing?
Not in Old Town Village. It's like when you go down towards downtown. So anybody who doesn't know anything about San Diego
or geography,
we live in Hillcrest. And so if you go towards the airport from Hillcrest, it's in that area with down south.
Oh, off of Washington?
Yeah, off of Washington and India.
Oh, yes, by the there's a gelato place, and then there's that.
Yes, the gelato place is really good.
There's a
British
the
pub.
Mexican place that has like the pink Lucha Libre, and it has like a pink mask.
Oh, yeah. Because that used to be. They have another one in North Park.
They are always busy.
Oh yeah,
wait a minute.
They're really good.
I've been there.
Yes, you have.
We went there, but I never. Okay, I'm just connecting the dots because me and Nick went like a couple weeks ago to one, but it wasn't the one off of down the hill. It was the one in North Park.
Okay.
Huh.
So Rubicon Deli is a couple of doors down from the gelato place.
I might want to have it for dinner.
And the gelato place is really good. So if anybody's going, I'm not entirely sure what the name of the place is. I'm sorry, don't hate me, producer.
It's on a corner.
But it's on the corner of
Gelato Vero.
There you go.
Because we have a map up. So I'm obsessed with that. And then my other obsession is, it's another food, but they also gave us Sprinkles cupcakes. And so, but okay. I love a good cupcake, but I have been searching for a s'mores cupcake for probably 12 years because back home, actually, maybe 10 years. How old am I? No. Yeah, maybe 10 years. But when I was like back home visiting the Bay Area for a hot second, like my cousin Val, hey Val, used to work at Kara's Cupcakes in Walnut Creek, and it's like East Bay Area or whatever. And
shout out to Kara's Cupcakes if you're still around.
I know. I was like, I don't know. But they had a s'mores cupcake, and it was so good because it was a chocolate cupcake, and it had graham cracker base, and then it had a marshmallow frosting that was flamed. Oh my God, yes. So every time I go to a cupcake place, I'm like, do you have a s'mores cupcake? And then they don't. And it makes me really sad.
You know, right now, Crumble Cookies
give it to me.
has a s'mores cookie.
Oh, yes. Yeah. But only for this week, probably.
Only for this month.
Oh, Crumble Cookie, you can gladly sponsor us. They are so good. I had them for the first time last year, and I was like, I'm like salivating.
I didn't like them at first, but I think I probably had the wrong cookie.
Which ones did you have?
I think it was just one of the sugar cookies with like the frosting on it, and I just didn't like it. I love their chocolate chip cookies. I think they're great.
Okay. I love, honestly, they all are so good.
So go out and support them and tell them that you heard it on Two Gays Pod.
And then send us some. And also don't sue us if you're, what was it, BGI?
But I will let you know that the average Crumble cookie has 900 calories.
It's 7. Nick is lying. No,
I don't know if
we have to fact check our producer.
Yeah, he's fact checker. So it's like if he's lying, it kind of defeats the purpose of a fact checker.
I know my cookies. Just saying.
So we're going to talk about this episode. We're going to talk about like getting caught up on current events and talk about what's happening in the world.
And this is all you because I have no clue what's going on. So this will be like a reaction video.
So do you not know about the milk crate challenge?
What the fuck? Pardon, sorry. What?
On TikTok, there's a new challenge. People are getting milk crates. I don't know where they're getting these milk crates from. Like, who the hell knows where to get milk crates from? Like, I do because I know
Wait, hold up. Like, the things that they store milk in back in the day?
Yeah, like the plastic crates that you would get milk delivered in. Believe me, they're still delivered in milk crates because that's how they would come to Target. When I guess
in the gallons, right?
Yeah, in the gallons and everything. And all of them.
Okay, so what do you do?
Stackable
do you have to like eat it or something?
No. They take them and they build kind of like a pyramid of milk crates. And then people are walking up and down it and trying to get all the way through. But what's happening is by the time they get up to the top where it's the least stable, they end up falling and like hurting their back and arms and legs.
This is so stupid.
It is really stupid during a pandemic, people, because you can't get into the fucking hospital.
So, okay. Can we close TikTok already?
And I'm just like, is this what our society has come to? Is that we're doing?
I'm okay if the human race is eradicated. I'm fine with it. You know, it's good.
But yeah, so this is a huge thing right now.
So, okay, but like, is it like, oh my God, they fell, ha ha ha? Like, what's the point of it? Or is
That's
it
the whole point? Well, and then there's been videos where people have gone up while people are doing the challenge and kicked the milk crates out from underneath them.
People can get injured.
Yes.
Okay, so what? That's like probably 6 feet high?
It's about, yeah.
And that's not going to kill you, but you could possibly break an arm if you fall.
It could kill you if you fall like on your head.
Or your neck, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. You know what? Give it 2 weeks when someone breaks their spinal cord and they're in a wheelchair, then that challenge is going to go away real quick.
Right.
Someone did? TikTok needs to ban everything.
Oh, wow.
They need to, okay.
Our fact checker is on it.
I don't like TikTok. We know this, but they have like skincare hacks, which are basically lies, and that's not good either. So it's like these things that's like, oh my God, put like vinegar on your face. And I'm like,
Did you see the one about the woman who poured peroxide into her ear and it started bubbling?
Why? For what?
I don't know. That's disgusting. Why is your ear bubbling?
Okay, but peroxide. so when I crashed a couple years ago on my bike, like my boyfriend sprayed hydrogen peroxide on my wounds and it foamed because it was interacting with my like blood and all that stuff. But I don't know what it does in your ears.
Yeah, no, that seems weird. And I'm like, why would you even want to? Where did you even get the idea to do that?
Why? What is wrong? Paul, the human race isn't going to survive.
I know. So moving on.
Okay.
So have you heard about the guy who was suing Nirvana?
Because of his picture? I did. The baby who's now 30 is trying to sue. I feel like he tried to sue a while ago, too.
No, he didn't. He's finally coming to terms with the fact that, well, his lawyer says that they used him for child pornography.
Shut up.
And that picture is making him out to be a sex worker because he's swimming towards the dollar.
Oh, God.
Which, when the album came out, it was actually about consumerism and capitalism.
Okay, I can't help but laugh, and I'm sorry, but this is just like...
Well, like, here's the thing, like Kurt Cobain did have an agreement when they took the picture that they were going to put a sticker over his junk. And Kurt Cobain didn't want to put that sticker on there anymore because he's like, unless the sticker said, if this is going to turn you on, then you are a sick, perverted, whatever, like something to that extent. So they didn't put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
But any image of a child naked can be used as long as it's not in a non-sexual way. So this lawyer is trying to make it seem like this is a very sexual way. Now, here's the problem.
Okay, he's cute
with
though.
This. I want to circle back for a second before I go back into this. Watch the Bob Ross documentary, because let me tell you, a young Bob Ross can get it. Was
this pre-Afro?
Oh my, yes, because he loved his hair, but like, let me tell you, he was like, come on and wreck this hole, Bob. Like, let's have a happy accident right now. Like, he even like right before he got into the big afro and stuff like that. But I'm like, look at him with that daddy and the glasses with the kind of like toned like shades kind of thing. I'm like, yes, give it to me. Hey. It was like Casey from Casey and the Sunshine Band.
All right.
I'm like, so going back to what I was talking about, which was
the 30-year-old kid suing Nirvana.
Kid. Okay.
I'm good. I'll rail you in.
So here's the issue with this, though, is that he did the 25th anniversary and other anniversaries of this album cover and recreated that photo for them and everything.
But did they like cover it up?
But he was fully clothed. But that makes more sense because he's not a baby anymore.
Yeah.
But like, and he's suing everyone involved individually and suing them for $150,000 each.
Okay, I was gonna say, is he just trying to get some money?
Well, when you add up everyone he's suing, it comes up to $1.3 million. So I smell a cash grab, but whatever. Let's see what happens because the lawyer got into it with Chris Como on his show. Like they got into like an argument. Like, because he was like, "This is bullshit."
Is there any? So I'm trying to think about this. Like, I'm a
lawyer.
Is
there any validity to his?
I watched the
case?
O.J. Simpson trial. I'm a lawyer, so like, would it even settle? I don't think so.
I don't think so, and I don't know if he has any validity to it. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just gonna like say that.
Well, I object to his claims.
Sustained.
Something else. Lawyer term. Gavel. Gavel banging. Bang bang. Order.
Bang, bang. All right, so moving on.
I am 0 for 2. No, I'm 1 out of 2. Okay,
there
so what else
you
got?
You do know some. Well, you know that OnlyFans was going to ban nudity and
we talked about
anything
that
sexual on there.
Yeah,
and now they've done a U-turn and decided, no, we're not going to do that.
Do you think it was like a publicity stunt, or do you think they were like, oh, oops.
You know what? There, yes and no. I do think it was a publicity stunt somewhat. And then, but it was also because they were getting so big, they now have to answer to bosses and stuff. And people are now like, taking into consideration the nudity. And so it's kind of like Tumblr. Yeah. They took away the nudity and porn and everything aspect of it away.
But Tumblr, also, you didn't have to pay for anything.
Yes, exactly. And OnlyFans, if you're going to do that, you're going to lose 98% of your content creators on there. And
then they wouldn't have a company. They would have no money.
Right. And there's nothing you can do on there. Like, other than watch porn.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't know. What do you think? I want to know what they were thinking with that announcement. You know what I mean? Because did they think they were going to lose all of their...
I think they thought people were going to be like, oh, well, we just won't make porn. Oh, but it's also like, no, if you're also taking away opportunities from sex workers and stuff like that.
A safe place for them.
To do that, especially during a pandemic.
Yeah.
So...
that, if anything, it actually is... I think it's like body positive movements and everything, and also about like sex positivity too. Instead of like, you have to go out and find this in real life. Like, you can make a living.
Well, and people are making a living just off of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And some people who can't do anything else but that.
Just makes me it makes me question my life choices.
Like, because you don't have an OnlyFans.
Well, like, what could I, like, I could be doing something else with my life and probably living in, like, I could own a home.
And you wouldn't have to worry about, like, the regulators coming in.
Or, like, student loans or...
And we're looking at, like, the average OnlyFans maker, but, like, some people can set how much they want to sell their content for. Mm-hmm. So, like, if somebody has a $10 a month subscription,
which isn't a lot,
that's
that's what I pay for that Tyson guy, and then I never renewed it. I hope you like my $10, Tyson.
It helps him get his venti coffee.
I'm still not over that. That was the worst thing I ever bought. Jesus.
Are these the life choices you're talking about?
Yes! Because I could be getting a venti for people giving me $10. Here's my penis, it's fine. But no, I have to reload my Starbucks card every freaking 3 days because it's a $25 minimum.
One girl earned before tax income of $3.4 million a month. $3.4 million a month. So you got to think, like, she charges over $40 a month for her subscription, which is high. Most people charge like $10, but if you have, say, 500 subscribers in a month, that's $5,000. And even if those people decide after that they are just going to do the $10 and then leave,
like me,
like you, like, you still got their $10.
Yeah. And that's honestly, 500 people isn't a lot. I feel like these people have way more.
Right. And here's the thing. There's no, like, limit, or there's not an average times that you have to post on there. Mm-hmm. Like, you can go a whole month without posting if you want to.
Really?
Yeah.
And then
you're still going to get that people money.
Maybe I should do what's like a not like sexual thing I could do on OnlyFans?
Oh my God. Could you eat on, like, just eat cookies on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Because there is like a whole niche group of people who love to watch people eat.
I'm down. How many people can I get? What if I have a career change?
But the thing is, you would have to take request on what you should eat.
Oh God. I'd eat almost anything except like gelatinous foods.
Because you'll get people who are feeders.
Oh.
Who want to watch people eat.
Okay, but like, do they send me food? Or
they'll send you money
to go buy something.
To go buy food and eat it on camera for them.
Okay.
And you can do like specialty videos, like, these one-offs where, like, hey, check this out. And it's only $20 for you to unlock this special video just for you. And it's like, you get an extra.
What are we doing with our lives?
And then people can tip you. People can tip you. Like, you were already getting $10, and
I honestly need to reconsider what I'm doing with my life.
And I'm like, thank you for that release video, but like, I'm not going to tip you for that. I'm like, you work for that money, monkey.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay, cool. So, right. Well, I have some homework to do.
Oh, there is a food crush ASMR where people just step on food.
I will tell you this. It's similar. Like YouTube, they have YouTube people that like just do that ASMR stuff, and it's like 20 minutes of people just like squirting gack or like pouring sand, and I'm like, these have millions of views, millions, and they get $5 per every 1,000 views. So if you have like 1 million, that's 5,000, whatever that number is.
Maths. That's what they call it in like Europe. They call it maths.
Plural?
With an S, yeah. Because there's more than one math. Like you got subtraction, addition, geometry, trigonometry.
Linear equations, differential equations. That's what I took in college. Multivariable calculus. Ooh. Trigonometry.
But I'm just like, I am amazed by like the things that you can do and people will pay for.
Yeah, I think we need to tap into that. Like
tap that.
Yeah. Like we need to tap into that potential.
All right.
That's my tap noise.
That's your tap noise. All right. So we're going to get into like our COVID section of the program because there's a lot to cover. Well, I mean, but there's a lot to cover in this right now because of the Delta variant, Delta Plus, because that's
wait until the Lambda comes in.
I know, right?
Lambda's coming in right behind us.
Lambda.
And I did read an article from the Pfizer CEO or from somebody who was like, it's only a matter of time before the vaccines lose effectiveness.
Right.
And I was like, great.
That's why we had to get a booster.
They said so we got ours the same date, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they were saying like you only have immunity for 8 months, and I was like, January, February, March, April, May. I was like, oh fuck, I have
coming up.
Month.
Ooh. But again, it's like the flu vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had to get it every year because you never know what's going to happen. But there's a lot going on around this subject because Delta Airlines.
Yeah.
They're increasing their insurance costs for non-vaccinated people by $200 a month.
What do you mean?
So like if you have health insurance through Delta, like Delta Airlines, they're going to charge you.
Oh, if you're an employee of Delta.
Yeah, if you're an employee of Delta Airlines
health insurance?
and you get insurance through the company, they're going to charge, and you're not vaccinated, they're going to charge you an extra $200 a month.
Really?
For health insurance.
Damn.
And you have to get tested weekly.
On your dime.
Probably. They're not going to pay for you to get
$200 tested. A month is a lot.
It's a lot. And
until you show proof of vaccination.
Right. And it's like if you have to go to work, you can't be like getting the 2 or 3 day wait kind of COVID tests.
Yeah.
You have to get like instantaneous.
And they're expensive.
Tests. And we had a guy who we had a guy at the office and he called and he's like, I have COVID. And we're like, oh, okay. Did you get like a positive test? He's like, no, my girlfriend has it. So I know I have it. And we're like, no, not necessarily. You probably need to go get tested. And he's like, well, I have an appointment. I just want to push it back in 2 weeks and then I'll be fine and I can come in. And we're like, no, that's not really how that works. So we're going to need an actual COVID test that says negative. And we need to know when if you do have a positive one by an actual doctor, we need to make sure that it was taken 2 weeks beforehand and that you're not showing any symptoms.
Oh my God.
And he was like, oh, well, I'll just go to the store. We're like, no, we need an actual legitimate from a doctor note saying that you are,
oy vey.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, so that's Delta. And I was like, okay, that makes sense because, hospital costs and insurance costs and everything are going up because people are in the hospital for a long time. Yeah. And the treatments for this is not cheap. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Do charge them. I think it's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because the vaccine is free. Here's the thing. The vaccine is free. There are people in other countries who can't get access to the vaccine at all.
They would kill for it.
You can walk.
Yep.
Too, because I was following Pangina. I follow Pangina Hills on Instagram. Hey, Pangina, and she was talking about how like the vaccine is not available in Thailand, but she came here, got the vaccine because she's like, I walked into a Walgreens or CVS and got the first vaccine, and then traveled to another state and got 2 weeks, a couple weeks later, however long it was before to get the next one, she got it there, and she's like. this is how it should be.
Yeah.
There should be access to this so people can get it.
Yeah.
You know,
because America, we bought up all the vaccines. Like all the first world countries bought up a lot of them.
Yeah.
So that's why it's tough. And the thing is, a pandemic is still very much happening. And it only takes one person who is in either a third world country or whatever to come back and like wreak havoc and reinfect everyone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the FDA approved Pfizer, mm-hmm. which is great. Yay for them. Like, what about me? Like, oh, I got Pfizer. No, I got Moderna.
I got Moderna too. Yeah.
Andy got Pfizer. We're a commingled household here.
I got Pfizer.
And I'm like, oh, so you approved, huh?
But we're like the ones that's just like, ooh, are they approved?
Yeah. Are they validated?
Oh,
you know. Yeah. But did you hear?
No.
About? I know you did. About ivermectin.
Who? God bless you.
So ivermectin is an antifungal treatment for horses.
Oh, God.
And people are taking this to treat their COVID-19 symptoms.
Shut up.
I kid you not.
An antifungal?
A horse antifungal treatment. People are taking this to treat their COVID-19 symptoms because Fox News was telling them.
Oh, no.
You know, all these.
They should be held responsible for any of the deaths that are occurring from this.
Of course they should. And you know who is vaccinated? Probably everyone at Fox News.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they were saying, I saw a funny meme or whatever, and it was like Fox News tells everyone to get vaccinated, but also says don't be, or like it's requiring all of the people who are the anchors or whatever to be vaccinated, but they're saying to not get vaccinated.
Right. It's ridiculous. And then, so you got people taking ivermectin. Then you have the people.
How are they getting a hold of it?
I don't like. Is there a doctor who's just prescribing ivermectin to people? Like, even if I guess you could just go to the drugstore and go, "Can I get ivermectin?" But maybe now they're like, the drugstores are getting smart and be like, "No, we can't sell you that."
Huh.
Like, I don't know. I think it's weird. Like, but also, how the hell did you come up with ivermectin as a way to like treat your COVID-19
Well, they wanted
symptoms?
Remdesivir and all these other things. I don't know.
Well, and I'm like, and you don't approve what's in the vaccine.
Oh my God,
and that's why. But you're going to go ahead and
let's take an antifungal for horses because that's right.
And I'm like, you barely graduated high school. You don't understand things that are in aspirin. How are you going to understand what's in a vaccine? You know?
Oy vey.
And then now there's people who were very big on not getting the vaccine, very vocal about not getting the vaccine and not wearing masks and set up protests and marches and everything. And 4 of the biggest proponents of that have now died of COVID.
Really?
Yeah. There was...
Who?
You have like Caleb Wallace, who was big in Texas. Mark Bierner, H. Scott Apley, and Phil Valentine.
Are these like politicians?
They're not. Well, no. One is a TV host.
Okay.
And others were just out there like creating protests and stuff.
Really?
Like huge rallies and stuff like that. Yeah. So they died. Kid Rock, who's very anti-mask and anti-vaccine.
Is he dead?
Oh no!
I was like, I would have. I was like, sorry.
Paul, if you like Kid Rock, I'm sorry.
I would have known that. Hey, he did a really good song with Sheryl Crow. Picture that was like his only good hit.
Yeah, I mean, and Bat Wittaba was good. Like, that was his first song. Bat
Wittaba what?
Bat Wittaba.
Bat Wittaba. What is it?
Bad Wittaba.
Bad Wittaba.
I think that's how you say it.
Bad Wittaba?
Yeah.
Like, is it bad with a...
no, it's Bat Wittaba. Ba Wittaba.
Oh my God!
We're saying all right. Huge Kid Rock fans here, people.
Yeah. Ba Wittaba. Oh my God. Bat Wittaba?
But he had to cancel his shows.
Okay, hold on. Pause that for a second. This is almost as good as like Archipelago. Oh yeah, Bat Wittaba. Okay, I'm fine. Bat Wittaba. Ba Wittaba. Bat Wittaba.
Well, I got it close.
Hey, A plus for phonetics.
Right?
Oh,
I'm trying.
My God. Bat Wittaba's your new drag name.
So, he had to cancel half of his shows. Cancel shows after half of his band has COVID.
How big is his band?
I know. Like,
there's like 3 people.
Yeah, right.
And that should tell you like why like sometimes news articles are like really annoying because it's like 50% of people are dead, and it was like there were 2 people.
Well, and did you see like somebody had a really great point? It's like the hospitals are filling up with people who are dying from COVID, but the one thing you don't see in the hospitals, people dying from side effects of the COVID vaccination.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's so true.
It's selective media coverage.
Right. Well, and that's the other thing. It's like with select media coverage, I'm going to get into that in Afghanistan. I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Also, did you hear about this Army vet who died from gallstone pancreatitis?
No, I heard Arby, and I was like, Arby's? Arby vet? Like,
no. Like, I love Arby's. I went there not too long ago.
I haven't been to Arby's in a long time.
Because they have the meats. But let me tell you.
We need to go to Arby's.
I love Arby's. But I am very upset with them, though, too, because they wouldn't sell me, like, a little thing of cheese sauce that I love to dip my fries in, because they're having a distribution problem with getting the cheese sauce.
Okay.
And they put very little on my meat and cheese sandwich, like my meat and cheese. And I was like, bitches? Like the whole point of me getting this beef and cheddar is so I can get some fucking cheddar.
You should go in and be like, bet what about?
Do you know who I am? You say it 3 times in a mirror. And I appear.
Oh my god. Okay, but no, Arby's has that like the au jus stuff, right? Like you dip
they have like their Arby's sauce, which is amazing. It's really good.
It's probably been 20 years since I've been to Arby's.
It's been a long while because my stomach, I'm getting older, so my stomach can't handle Arby's that well.
Well, we can do it. We'll split it.
I'll push through. But they do have.
We'll get you a Tums.
They do really have really good like seasoned curly fries. I love their fries.
I love a curly fry.
Yeah. Oh. And I didn't notice it until I got home, but like they gave me regular straight on fries and I'm like, you sons of bitches.
With no cheese, you know, no or boycotting like, Arby's, homophobic.
Yeah, exactly. Stupid homophobes.
Okay, wait, no, what were you saying?
So
or news coverage.
An Army vet
pancreatitis.
In Texas died from gallstone pancreatitis, which is totally treatable if caught in time. And he was turned away from hospital after hospital because
of COVID?
Of COVID.
Wow.
They didn't have any beds. And that right there should illustrate to people, like,
that's what we were trying to prevent in the last, like, in the shutdown. Is right. Like, COVID is going to take over all of the beds. If you have a heart attack, sorry.
Right. And another thing I'm, like, kind of obsessed with is, like, reading stories, and it's like not a good obsession, it's like a bad obsession, but like reading stories about people in COVID. And like there was a woman in Florida who her and her husband both had COVID, but then she got it serious and she went to the hospital. She had been there for like 2 weeks, and then she came home and her husband was dead from COVID in the house. She found him. And the funny thing is he died within like a day or 2 of her coming home because she called him and tried to get a hold of him, but she couldn't get a hold of him.
Really?
And then she got home and he was dead from COVID.
Okay, that's kind of like an irrational fear I have of like slipping in the shower and becoming paralyzed and then dying. And then no one will be able to find me.
Really?
Yeah, check on your friends, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what's funny is we were just talking about this, me and Andy. Our neighbor Max, who loves to give Cooper treats, moved to another building.
Oh.
And I guess the fire alarm went off, the smoke alarm went off, because somebody started a really hot shower, and then died. And then the steam from the shower set off the smoke alarm. And I told Andy, I'm like, could you imagine if he didn't have the shower on? Like, nobody probably would have found him for days. Until there was like a smell.
Yeah.
This was not Max, to be clear.
Right. It wasn't our friend Max. Like, let's be real. Okay.
That's a fear I have. Like, what if because I live alone, what if Max would eat me?
Oh my God.
He wouldn't. He would just probably lick me.
Well,
and
that was the other thing. Like this woman, when she found her husband in the house, she was like saying that her dogs were all upset because they haven't eaten in like a day or 2. And I'm like, did they start eating her husband?
I think if you die, your cat will eat you, which is why I don't.
Oh yeah, your cat will. Cats are horrible. I'm sorry, if you're a cat lover, I'm just kidding.
No, I am not kidding. I am 0% a cat person. If you have cats, power to you. I'm happy that you live that life.
All right, so circling back, because we're going to move from that to something else.
I'm circling. That's my circle back noise.
I want to circle back to the media selection kind of thing of what they're going to cover. You know, everything happening in Afghanistan with the bombings and stuff. It's horrible what's happening there. I really do hope that we take in some of the refugees and stuff.
Yeah.
But the bombings and the media here in America, the only thing they're covering is the fact that 13 American troops were killed. Now, they're not saying anything about the 100 or more Afghan citizens who were also killed in those bombings. And I get it. They're from America and they're troops and they're there. They didn't have a choice. And I'm very sad about that. But I do want people to realize that there were other people involved in this. I don't really care about the suicide bomber, but like the innocent people who died with like women, children, men, families.
They're not even reporting any of that.
And a lot of that was people trying to get out of Kabul. Like this is the other thing. It's like you watch these videos of people trying to get on the plane, like as it's taking off. Yeah. Like they found bodies when the initial plane came over from Kabul. They found bodies in the landing gear. Oh my God. That fell out when the landing gear opened, and it just like bodies fell out of the air because there were people in there who were trying to escape. Oh. And it's like that to me is disgusting, and
it's bad.
I know. I'm like I posted a meme today on Instagram. And it was like news report. You know, more Americans are sharing that they have major depression, and it's like me. Well, and broad gestures broadly to everything, and it's like, well, look at all of this that we're having to live with. But I'm gonna give you some bright stuff before we wrap up, though. I'm gonna give you some bright stuff to think about. So, woman in Wisconsin.
Oh, we are pivoting.
I know, right? I don't want to spend too much.
Did you have any commentary on Afghanistan, like other than just like
I am not a political. Like, I don't know a lot about politics in that thing. I know that it's been going on for 20 years. I do appreciate Biden wanting to end it. Yeah. Like, it has to end. There's no way we could have continuously supported doing that. Do I think it was handled correctly? Probably not. Yeah. Was there a better way to handle this? Probably not. Yeah. Do I think we should have let the person go who is now the president of the Taliban, I guess it is, or something? I don't know what they're calling him. But like, it's the guy that Trump released, and Mike Pompeo like went and did a deal for this whole like backing out of Afghanistan. Yeah. Like, I know everybody's blaming Biden, but like, truthfully, Biden didn't have a choice. Yeah, like the deal's there. It's been in motion for decades. Right. So I'm not I don't know anything politically about this, so I don't know what to say.
I just hope people can make it out and get safe.
Right. I want all the Americans to get out. I want everybody who's supposed to, I want all the Afghanistan to come out. Yeah. You know, if we want to like just build a wall around Afghanistan, let the Taliban have it, like
deuces.
I don't know.
Here you go, bye.
Right. I don't know what the answer is here. I don't think anybody does, because I think it was a bad situation to come into. Yeah. You know? I agree. And he didn't want to leave it for somebody else. And I applaud that, you know? So what are you going to do?
Well, maybe we'll have some new friends coming in.
Yes, right? Exactly. And I am all here for it.
Like, I wonder if we have any listeners from Afghanistan.
There were a couple of people from Afghanistan.
Really? Yeah. Well, I hope that our listeners are safe and that you make it here.
Yeah. Or wherever you can go. Yeah. You know, because I know that some countries are opening up their borders around there to let in refugees. Good. So I think that's great.
Good. Okay. Now we can go to the Wisconsin.
So in Wisconsin, a woman, there's a video of her at a McDonald's drive-thru, and in the back seat of a car is a cow. Okay. And I'm like, I guess this person bought 3 calves at a livestock show right before going to McDonald's. Some chicken McNuggets. But she was very surprised by what she saw.
What did like
the McDonald's drive-thru,
and the cows were just chilling, like, hey.
I wonder if, like, in traffic, the cow was like, move. That's my dad joke.
You really put your Bessie foot forward right there. Oh, Oh, I wanted to say something move related. But
we're really milking this one here, aren't we?
Stop it. Yes.
And another happy note, they are starting trials for HIV vaccination.
I saw that.
And I'm very happy about this. I will say I'm happy about this. The thing I am upset about is that it took COVID for them to realize that this vaccine may work. Right.
Nice.
So, but let's get that going. Let's get it out there for people. Yeah. Like, so now people can, they won't have to take PrEP.
Is it prevention?
I think it is prevention. Yeah.
Not treatment.
Not treatment.
Okay.
No. So it's a vaccine. So like if you don't have it, you can get it and then
you'll never get it.
And no. So again, just like the vaccine for COVID doesn't mean you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
But it's just a higher chance of you not getting it.
Interesting.
So I guess.
I feel like in our lifetime, we're going to basically have something for HIV.
We have to.
Yeah. We have to.
Medicine
is gone. We did a vaccine for COVID in what? Months. So snap to it.
You know what? And I just learned because it's circulating all over like Instagram and social media why we put the L at LGBT first.
I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
school the children.
If anybody doesn't know, back in the day in like the 80s or something, it used to be GLBT. And that's what we called our community and stuff like that. So gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender. Then in the 80s, when the AIDS epidemic hit, the big caretakers for the gay men anywhere were the lesbians. They were the ones going in and getting them food, feeding them, washing them, donating blood, just doing everything possible to take care of their gay brothers. And so as a sign of appreciativeness and like what they did, they put the L in first so that it's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. And I thought, that's really cool. Like, I did not know that.
I had no clue either. Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really great to see.
Yeah.
So I'm like, thank you to our lesbian sisters out there. We appreciate you.
Yes.
For everything that you do.
Yes.
And so now, did you see?
No.
You might have seen this one.
Oh, no.
JoJo Siwa is going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, God.
And it is going to be the first same-sex couple on Dancing with the Stars.
Cute. With her and her girlfriend?
I don't think it's going to be a girlfriend. I think they're going to pair her with a professional because, again, it's always an amateur that gets paired with a professional.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
Which is very funny because I'm like, they could actually consider JoJo a professional because she was in, like, Dance Mom, so her background is dance. So maybe she can be on there with her girlfriend.
Isn't she, like, 15?
She's like 16, 17.
She's a child.
But now here's the thing. Great for Dancing with the Stars. I think that's awesome.
18.
But like Strictly Come Ballroom or Strictly Come Dancing in Europe.
Yeah.
Did this last year.
Michelle Visage was on that, I think.
Yes, she was. And they had a lesbian couple on there.
Oh.
This season, they've got a gay couple on there, like gay guys.
Oh, I'd be down for that.
And one of them, the amateur, is going to be John Waite, who won Great British Bake Off one season.
Oh, that's fun.
So, and just a reminder, because I know we're stupid, but we're not geographists here. England is not the same as Europe. We know this, but we keep saying.
Wait, did I say England?
Europe. No,
or did you say Europe?
I say it. And it's like the producers are making sure that I know this by pointing this out. I know I'm not a geographist.
It's okay.
But yeah, I think it's very cool. I think it's sad that we are not keeping up with Strictly Come Dancing.
Well, we were too busy keeping up with the Kardashians, so now that they're gone, we can keep up with the good things.
So maybe next season we'll have a gay couple. Maybe like Lil Nas X can go on there with somebody.
Oh.
I know. All right. So did you know that we've had 9 seasons of Drag Race since February 2020?
Wait.
9 seasons of Drag Race since February 2020.
Do the math.
That's that's a year and a half ago.
But you know what? They released UK season 2. There's on Spain. We have Holland season 2. There's so much now.
Actually, it might be like with Holland season 2, that might be 10 seasons.
It's a lot. And there's so much more that's going to happen this year.
Oh, yeah.
I think they like now, since they've got like other franchises, need to do like Battle of the Countries or something.
Well, they were supposed to have like a all winners one, so it was like winners from everywhere, from all the different like.
That would be good.
I think that would be good too.
Oh yes,
I think it'd be 8
because they need to level it up. Like season 13, was it season 13 that we just had?
Yeah,
that was okay. All Stars, I'm okay with it, but like UK season 2 is still the like. Over the past, I would say 2 years, probably the best that they've put out.
Well, and it was like the pinnacle of like what the other countries can do. Because when you watch Australia, you're like,
oh, I forgot about Down Under.
Yeah. And I'm like, also like Spain and Holland, because of the
language.
Yeah, the translation problem. It's like, I don't know because that's a lot of reading for me.
Oh yeah.
And then Spain had a very light colored background. So every time you're trying to read the
oh no, it wasn't in like black background text.
Yeah, so it was like trying to read it. I'm like, what are they saying? I can't read that far. Hold on, go back.
See, that's why I have difficulty with the non-English ones, because it's like I have to like watch it, pause it, and then rewind to see what they look like while reading. It's a lot.
Oh yeah. But I would like, do you think we need to slow down now?
No, speed it up.
Really?
Yep. I need UK season 4 tomorrow. I need Down Under version 2 because they need to redeem themselves, and I need all these other ones, and they need to speak a language that I can understand. We need RuPaul's Drag Race Antarctica. Give me RPDR Africa. Come on, right? Give me RuPaul's Drag Race Russia.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen.
They could do like, maybe not.
See, I do want to see.
Canada too. Canada season 2 is probably coming.
Oh my! You know what they could do?
But no Jeffrey Boyer Chapman.
No, they announced who all the hosts and judges were going to be. So it's still Brooklyn Heights, but Jeffrey Chapman Boyer and Bowman Boyer Chapman, whatever his name is.
That would have.
And the other judge, the woman, are not going to be there anymore.
Oh, thank God! Is it just Brooklyn?
It's Brooklyn's the only one. Now they had a girl that showed up repeatedly on that season as like an extra judge,
extra special guest judge.
Yeah, exactly. And she was on there a couple of times, and so she's going to become a part of the judging panel.
Okay.
So I thought that was cool.
I'm okay with it.
And then Amanda Bugle, who was in Orange is the New Black.
I only watched the first season.
Oh my God, you need to like.
I have a lot of television
Get
to
out
watch.
there, girl.
I still haven't even finished The Great Throwdown season 1.
You're killing the Great Pottery Throwdown. Let's be real, Pottery Throwdown.
Or the Blown Away Glass season 2.
Blown Away. Oh my God, that was such a good one.
I know, Paul.
Okay, but like, did you like All Stars 3 or All Stars 6? I'm thinking All Stars on Tuck season 3, but like All Star 6, did you like it?
The last episode?
Like the whole season.
I think the later episodes got better. And this like game within the game thing, I was like, what the fuck is this?
So I will say this, like, I know a lot of people had a hard time with, and were giving shit to people about like who was going to be on the season. Like, is this really All Stars? Like, because you got, but I'm like,
they turned it out.
They turned it out. I was like, people came back for redemption, and I'm here for it. Like Trinity K. Bonet and Raja. I love the storylines they had.
Yep.
And you knew Raja was going to go far because she like stood out as a narrator right from the get go.
Yeah.
Like, so you kind
she's
of
what is it called when they're the confessional? She's a confessional queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of knew she was going to go far right away. Yeah. So it's like, oh, and then I really wanted Jiggly to go farther. I love Jiggly Caliente.
Yeah.
I know she's not like great, but like.
But I think she was able to show herself really well.
And I love the fact that these queens come back and like Jiggly Caliente and Pandora Box to like introduce themselves to the fandom again, because there's probably people who
season 2,
right? And there's people who don't know them because they probably didn't start watching until like season 6 or season 8.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but they need to do, new Drag Race people need to do their homework and go back to that blurred filter for season 1.
The Vaseline on the camera.
And they need to see Chanel doing the greatest love of all. And then that Medusa thing pop off. And then they were gooped because the wig popped off.
Chanel. I love when she was walking down the runway with the cart. Was that her?
All I know is I met her in real life at Velvet Lounge in Santa Ana. And she was a diva.
Was she?
Yeah.
I love it when a bigger girl is a diva. I'm like, go for it. She was a bigger girl.
No, she wasn't.
She's a bigger girl.
Really?
Not like Eureka or Ginger Minge, but she was compared to Sonique
the other
and
ones.
Michael Morgan McMichaels.
Michael
I could not get these names
I
right
met
today.
Morgan McMichaels in real life, and she is a gem.
Oh, she's not dead?
No.
That was the joke.
I vaguely remember. I know we're over time, but I vaguely remember. Vividly. That's the word.
Is it vaguely or vividly? Because they're two totally different things.
It's that Wittaba. So I vividly remember when I was at the Menagerie. I was 21 or 22, and she had finished performing. She came out, and they were meeting the fans and just hanging out. And she was a local performer at that point, and I don't think she was on Drag Race yet. Maybe she was, but she was yeah, I really want to open a cool cafe at UC Irvine, and I was get it. I don't know if that ever happened, but yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you met her in the bathroom.
No.
I
never go to the bathrooms in any bars or any public locations.
Okay.
Or in general. That would have.
All right. Anything else?
No.
We went through that fast. I know we went through it fast, but there was a lot to cover.
I feel like I learned a lot. So thank you for paying attention of what's going on with the world.
I'm always here to school the children, baby.
I know.
Okay, Hanny. Like Stacey Lane Matthews. I'm about to do that once every episode this season. I'm going to try and do that. Hanny. Even if it's an ASMR. Hanny. All right, everyone. The next episode we're going to have Veronica back on.
Oh.
Who is a friend of the show. She was on last season.
A friend of the show.
Right. And she's going to be talking, very special subject to her, close to her heart. But also know that she has a new Instagram page called Queer in Recovery. And she's also going to be starting her own podcast that she'll talk about on our episode. So please keep a lookout for that, called Queer in Recovery.
Yes, let's, what's it called? Cross-pollinate?
Cross-pollinate, yes. We're trying. All right. Well, have a great week, everyone.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.